Hello there, welcome to Mission 6 of my XCom Season 3. So,
we are on the threshold of a new kind of warfare. Our soldiers were already humanity's best warriors. Now, as we learn from our fallen enemies, we can make their strengths our own.
okay. So, we built a genetics lab and enhanced Klynn into a regenerating super soldier. And we also did some other base management. Anyway, it's time to find some aliens. Wait. It's also time to launch a satellite.
Satellite uplink facilities at maximum capacity. Additional
So at this
required.
point, I make the kind of dumb mistake of not just transferring, but I build a new interceptor for some reason. Even though I have two of them sitting in my hangar. And we're selling everything to buy stuff. Oops, clicked on the wrong tab there. Okay. So, with that interceptor bought, we're ready to continue our scanning.
Incoming transmission.
But first we
We
get
are
a counselor report.
extremely impressed with the progress of the XCom project thus far, Commander. Your recent results were beyond our expectations, and that is not a statement this council makes lightly.
So, we get lots of money.
Remember, we will be watching.
And we're doing pretty well.
The new engineers arrived this morning, Commander. We're always glad to have more help down here. From what little I've seen of their technology.
Okay. So, we finally have some abductions.
Commander, we have multiple reports of new abductions in progress. The locations are marked on the hologlobe.
So we can get a scientist, engineers, or a sergeant support. And obviously, Europe's in more trouble than the other places, so we'll go there. So, joining us this time are Mute, Gumby, Klynn, and Child. So, we give them some of our new equipment, like scopes. And make sure we have someone with a med kit. Give it to Klynn, I guess, since she can already regenerate her own health. And I decided to give some people some special colors. Okay. So with that all squared away, we're ready to take on to the Sky Ranger. So what are they going to name this mission?
Strike one. Prepare for landing.
Operation Shallow
We'll be deploying to Russia for
Screwdriver.
this one. Current updates from the ground indicate the aliens are moving within the city
Moscow,
limits.
Russia.
We should get down there and secure the area as
I don't
quickly as we
really have
can.
much to say on that name. Wouldn't you want a not shallow screwdriver? I don't know. It just doesn't seem to be an adjective that describes screwdrivers well. Anyway, we land and start moving ahead. So, I can't see any meld right away, so our main objective is to move up to the building without the aliens seeing any of the soldiers. So, that's not too hard. They just can mostly run up there. And get into position to look for some more aliens on the next turn. So, we hear some meld off in the distance. But first we open the door to check for any aliens, but there aren't any inside. So, we see the meld over there to the left and head towards it. And in the meantime, my other two, Child and Klynn, get ready.
This is a disturbing sight, to say the least. It's hard to differentiate where the organic material ends and the machine begins.
It's not going to win any beauty contest.
This is why I moved her first, because she has run and gun.
Solid copy.
Good cover after scouting the enemies.
I've got a
Okay,
visual.
so now the sectoids, yes. We interrupt their paper mache hobby. And we try for a good old trusty shotgun blast. But it doesn't kill the floater. So at the moment our positioning is not too bad. Unfortunately Klynn can't advance very far, so I just have her move to the
Aye, aye,
corner and
Commander.
take a shot. But with odds like that, it was likely that she is.
Negative damage.
The aliens decide that they're in a bad position too, so they retreat and try suppressing. But this silly makes the dumb mistake of flying right into my other two soldiers. So as you can see here, I have one directly into the meld and it is impossible to get there. So instead, this Gumby decides to get a kill. Bye. Okay. So, I have one soldier suppressed and my other soldier's waiting. So the best thing is to advance on the other side and flank the enemies when possible. But our hit chances still aren't very high.
Shot wide.
But luckily Klynn can now get into a much better position.
Okay.
She can break windows with her bare arm. She doesn't care anymore. She can
Negative
generate
damage.
any blast damage. That's how awesome she is. Okay. So we hunker down and wait for them to stop suppressing me. And the aliens are down in their little pit.
Taking fire over here.
So, we can't do anything about that lost meld.
On
So
my way.
right now all we can do is just advance. Unfortunately, I forgot about the Overwatch here. Luckily, it only hurt a little bit. So Gumby's okay. And Adrian Rod knows where the enemies are, even though he can't definitely see them all. She has a rocket with their names on it.
Rockets away.
Okay. So that takes care of most of the enemies near me. No more are visible and threatening at the moment, so we move ahead a bit. So, moving forward with good cover, we slowly advance towards the meld. But when Child hops down into the pit,
Heading to that
we notice
location.
one alien that we didn't kill yet. But
Got
a
the
shotgun
goods.
answers that question. Okay,
Taken care of.
so anyway, back to scouting out for the rest of the aliens that are left. It doesn't take us too long to find them, because soon they're popping out of the darkness. Our sniper gets a pistol shot on him. They try to take some cover. But my soldiers are kinda split up right now, so I have to deal with them with only 2 soldiers. But I have plenty of explosives to help with any problems I might run into. That's exactly what Adrienne decides to use after seeing her low odds of hitting either of them. So, one grenade is enough to blow up all their cover and kill one of the 2 aliens.
Eat this!
And without cover, the last floater is easy pickings for my sniper. And 92% hit chance with 100% crit. It's rare to have odds much better than that. Okay, so once again, there's still a few aliens left, and we don't know where they are. But they aren't shy, so they decide to show themselves for them to see.
If I had to hazard a guess, based on its profile, I'd say the aliens developed this unit with the intention of tracking and isolating single targets. It appears to have a sophisticated evasion system as well.
Perhaps we should try to avoid those tentacles.
So, squids, there's one best tactic, which is to group up and overwatch. Which is exactly what we do. So we got shotguns and our heavy, and everyone's already here in their little tiny group of overwatches. We also do a little bit of healing. So, ready and waiting. But my soldiers aren't quite prepared for this first one. I think only the person with the shotgun, only child, could then squid it all. So, squid sees that Klynn looks cold without her heavy body armor and gives her a big hug. But we like our personal space and decide
Taken care
to
of.
answer unwanted hugs with pistol shots. So once again, we are back to Overwatch. And Klynn is regenerating. She can take tough love. Okay.
We're green to go.
Still no squids. Nothing to do but wait and reload. Oh, but there's our squid. But this time we're better prepared and 2 shots. Put him down.
Nailed him. Got no ammo.
Operational objectives completed.
So it's back to base for us after a very successful mission. Shallow Screwdriver only had 1 injury and no deaths. We got 1 medal. We can also build our officer training school now. And we get a few medals. So, we get lots of shiny new things to help enhance our soldiers even more. Ultra as our new support. And go and give him some
We
upgrades.
will be in touch,
as well as a
Commander.
number.
Commander,
Now, I have
we're in
randomized
desperate need of
upgrades
additional
on,
troops.
so
If we don't
sometimes
start
they're
recruiting
training
new
needs to
soldiers
be
through the
figured.
barracks soon, we're not going to win this fight.
So I give him the will to survive, which reduces damage that he takes. And I also give him deep pockets. Both really good abilities that you usually get at much higher levels. And, well, with that done, there's not too much more to do. I award some medals, but that's kind of slow to
I
show,
appreciate your
so
efforts to support the research
I
team,
just
Commander.
show this one,
I've already put the
where
new
I've
recruits to work in the lab.
built
That hulk of flesh and metal troubles me. What do we risk with our own investigations into the melding of human and machine? Will we see a
Well,
line
first
in
I
the
need a
sand
few
and
bucks.
refuse to cross it? Or will we move forward, willing to sacrifice everything for the sake of total victory? I have to believe that is not our future, provided, of course, that the aliens'
Yeah, my
technology
money
remains in the right
for
hands.
these early runs, so I had to sell everything. Okay. So after selling everything but the kitchen sink, we finally have enough money for that officer training school. And so, maybe next time that'll get built. Anyway, that's it for this mission, and I hope you'll join me next time with XCom Season